Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Dominique Hargreaves. I am the Deputy Chief Sustainability Officer in the City of LA. I also work for our Mayor Eric Garcetti along with my colleague here tonight. And previous to the last 6 months when I joined that office, I was the Executive Director of the U.S. Green Building Council in Los Angeles. So 6 months ago I took this crazy job. And tonight I get to share with you what we've really been after in the Office of Sustainability. So if you would like a copy of this, visit plan.lamayor.org. So this is LA's Green New Deal. And there's been a lot of talk nationally about a Green New Deal and what it means. And we have been showing, I think, the nation from LA what it does mean in practice. So Washington will talk about national ideals for employment and education and healthcare and all these things. But here in LA, we've actually been implementing on this for the last 4 years, almost 5. So how we do it through the Green New Deal is a series of priorities. Now these key principles are backed up by a commitment to upholding the Paris Climate Agreement and acting with urgency. Secondly, we believe we have a responsibility to deliver environmental justice and equity through an inclusive economy so everyone is benefiting from our sustainable city. Third, we also have a duty to ensure every Angelino has the ability to join the green economy and has the skills and has access to a just transition. In our sustainable city of the future, when we achieve net zero carbon, we will have essentially eliminated forms of combustion in our buildings and transportation networks, meaning that people need access to jobs that currently may be working in industries that would be affected in a zero carbon future. Lastly, we have a resolve to demonstrate the art of the possible at the city. So this means we are going to be piloting zero carbon buildings. We are going to be piloting zero waste at all of our facilities and really essentially leading the way to this sustainable future. So this leads me to the concept that we call the zeros. So how do we actually have a carbon neutral city? To do this, you need to have a zero carbon electricity grid, zero carbon buildings, zero carbon transportation networks, zero waste, and also zero wasted water. So these are highly ambitious targets and goals set out through the Sustainable City Plan. And in here you'll find 13 chapters, 47 targets, 145 milestones, and 445 initiatives all laid out that we'll begin implementation on. So I wanted to talk about zero carbon buildings because it's my passion, and I didn't get to write this chapter, funny enough, of the plan. I wrote a bunch of other chapters. But the 2 targets are that all new buildings will be net zero carbon by 2030 and all existing buildings net zero carbon by 2050. So this is just an enormous challenge to reach over 1.1 million existing buildings in this city and retrofit them to be electrified. And it offers massive benefits. So you'll see down below, electrification of our building stock will lead to over 165,000 jobs over time. It also impacts human health and really reduces our greenhouse gas emissions. So I encourage you to download the plan, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.